Hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Enoch. Today we will continue our series on Python, and we will continue using our strategy of learning Python using projects. And today we will be writing a program to bid secretly. And for us to be able to write this project, we will need to learn some new skills, which include a dictionary. We will just learn a lot about dictionary, dictionary, nested dictionary, and list. And let's get right to it. Now, what is a dictionary? A dictionary in Python is a data type. It's a built-in data type that stores key value pair. So key and value, that's what dictionary is all about. Just like dictionary, dictionary where you check the meaning of a word. You check the word and you check the meaning. You check the word, and when you check the word, you will see the meaning right in front of it. It's something like it. Okay? The word is the key, the meaning is the value. All right, that's the way dictionary is here too. You have a particular value, particular key, and you have the value for that key. And let's look at an example. You can say student scores equals to, and when you want to create a dictionary, you use curly bracket. And when you are opening your dictionary, you will have your key in quotes, whether single or double quote. That's okay. I can say Ari. And after you define the key, you put a colon there and you give the value. The value is a number, so it does not need quote. Then I will give the second one. I will say Ron. Give your colon, give the value 78. Then you can give the next one, as you like. Say Wove, and you give the value 95. Then you can give another one, Draco. Then give the value 75. Right? Student score. You can see, so is a key value pair data type. You have the key, you have the value. You have the key, you have the key, you have the value. You have the key, you have the value. You have the key, you have the value. And anytime you want to access the value, what you will use is the key. Just like this. If you want to access, okay, we want to access the score of Harry. This is what you will use to access the score of Harry. You will use the key, which is Harry itself, right? The way we define it like this, and you have 88. Okay, so that's the way you access the value. All right, so dictionaries, keys are unique and typically immutable. They can be strings, they can be number, they can be tuples. And values can be any Python objects. Those values can be numbers also. They can be strings, they can be lists, they can be even other dictionaries. Those are nested dictionaries, and dictionaries are mutable. You can change them. So you can change them. Let's look at how to add a value to a dictionary. If you want to add a value to the dictionary, this is how to do it. You will write the dictionary name, then you will open your square bracket, then you will give the new key in a colon. I can say Dion, and I will give equal to what was the score of Dion? 86, right? Now if you print student score, you will see that it has been added to the value of student scores, right? You can see Dion has been added now. So that's one way to add to a dictionary. And you can also add to a dictionary by using update and you will open your parentheses. Then you will open you open your curly bracket. Then you can start giving them one after the other. I can say Kenny, Kenny, and I will give the value of Kenny. Kenny is 15. I can give another one. I can say mommy, and I can say mommy is 46, right? And if you print scores, if you print student scores now, you will see that all these things have been added to it. If you print it now, you see that everything has been added to it. You can see Kenny is added, mommy is added. So these are ways to simply add, to your dictionary. There's also another way of retrieving items from a dictionary. It's a safe way of removing items from dictionary so that you don't run into error. If the key is not available, then it will only give you none. It will not run you into an error. So print, I can say print like this, and I can say student underscore scores like that, and I will say dot get, and I will give the key like that. You will give the key. Then what's the key? If I say Harry, then that will be it. Then we can simply print this, and you will see Harry is 88. You can see, but let's say I give a key that is not available. Let's say I say Enoch, then and you printed it, you will see that it only says none. It only says none. But Enoch is not available. I can say comma. I can say 92. If I run this, you will see that it will give us 92. All right. So it's another way of retrieving item from a dictionary, and it's a safe way of retrieving item from dictionary instead of getting a key value error. Because if the key is not available, then it will give you an error. So let's move on. Let's look at how to remove an item from a dictionary. If you want to remove an item from a dictionary, just use the word del and give the dictionary name. Give the dictionary name like that, and your square bracket, and do it like this. And if I come and print, if I move this one down like this, you will see that Ari has been deleted. So if you print it again, you will see that now Ari is no more there because we have deleted Ari. There are some other ways to also safely delete from a dictionary, but let's just leave it like this. If you want to create an empty dictionary, this is the way to create it. You give the name of the dictionary, and you open an empty curly bracket. That's just it. You have created it like that. So if you also want to declare an existing dictionary of all the values in it, then you can also just set it to an empty dictionary. Student scores like that. If I say this is equal to an empty curly bracket like that, and I say print student scores, then you will see that let me remove this one. If you run it like this, you will see that now is student scores is now an empty dictionary. All right, student score is now an empty dictionary. So if you have a dictionary and you want to empty, you can empty it like this, and you can also use dot clear. You can also use dot clear. You can do it like this, dot clear, and you can just give your parentheses, and you can clear this one. It's the same thing that it will do. Student score dot clear with parentheses like this. If you run it like this too, you will get the same thing. Empty dictionary. You can see that's run empty dictionary. So that's that. Those are ways to to clear an existing dictionary. And if you want to loop through a dictionary, let's try and loop through this dictionary. So we have this dictionary there, and we want to loop through it. If you want if you say for key in student underscore score like this, if I say print key, then you will see that it will print all the keys out. It will print all the keys out. You can see Harry, Ron, Wolf, Dion. If I want to get value, then I will say value, and I will put dot value there like that, dot values like that, and I will then, if you run it like this, then it will print all the values. You can see, so you want to get all the values from it, then you can get all the values like that. So what if I want to get both the keys and the value, and its corresponding value? How will I do it? Then I can say for key, comma, value in student score dot items. Items is plural like this. I can say print key, comma, value like this, and if you print it like this, you will see Harry, Ron, you can see it like this. So what if I want to get the highest value in the student score? I want to get a student that has the highest score. How do we do that? Okay, I can say highest score equals to 0, and I can come down here and say for key, comma, value in student underscore score dot items, if value is greater than highest score, then highest score is equal to value, right? And I can get out of the loop and print the highest score, right? And if you run this, it will give us the highest score. You can see the highest score is 95, and if I want to get a student that has the highest score, I can say winner equals to an empty string. Winner equals to an empty string, and I can say winner equals to key, right? Winner equals to key. So I can go ahead and print winner 2, and we can print both the winner and I can simply just say let's use an F string. I can use an F string and say the student with the highest score is winner. Is winner with a score of highest score like this, and we can simply print this, and we get the student with the highest score is Wolf with a score of 95, right? So that's just a nice example. Okay, let's look at nested dictionary now. Let's say we have this dictionary. Data equals to, this is a key with a value. This is another key that has a nested dictionary with another nested dictionary. You can see this. We have another dictionary, another nested dictionary with another nested dictionary. We have another key here with another dictionary. You can see that this is a very interesting example, and I want us to just use this as an example to see how you can access values, how you can access values inside this keys and values inside this kind of data. How do you access your if we want to access this 90, the score of Harry? If we want to access Harry's English score, we want to access Harry English score. How do we do that? All right, let's look at how we will do that. We will print data, and the first you open your square bracket, and Harry belongs to this key. Then the first one is student, right? The first one is student. Then you can move from there, and Harry belongs to 0, 1, right? So Harry belongs to 0. So the next one is 0. the next one is 0, and from there, then array belongs to which key in this? Array belongs to then name is array, then you score, then the next one is score. Then let's get out of this and use score. It has to always be in quotes, don't forget that. You cannot access it without the score. Then score, then you have math and you have English. Then the one you are going to use to access it then is English, right? Then get out of this and use your English, right? So eng, right, like this. So we have data of students. We have the first dictionary, the second dictionary inside it. These are list of dictionaries. So we put 0 because it's the first one. Then once we get inside this place, the key we need next is the scores. Then once we get inside this place, the key we need next is eng. All right, if you run this will give you 90, right? That's it, 90. If you want to get the math score of Hermione, then how do we do that? Math score of Hermione, then the first one will be just like the same way we did it. Student, this one will be 1. This one will be 1. Then because this is 0 and 1, the index of the index of this one is 1. Then what key do we need next? Then we need the key of scores. Then this one will be math, right? This one will be math. Math, you can see. All right, if you run this like this, you get 95. So let's assume we want to get what year is this teacher. So how do we do that? The first thing the first key there is metadata. First key there is metadata. So forget it has to be in quote, metadata. And the next key is what? The next key inside that is year. Teacher, that's Prof. Lupin. Then you have your year like that. So the next one will be year. So yeah, and we're fine. If you run it like this, you will get your 2025. So this is just an example of a nested dictionary, and you have to carefully look through it if you want to retrieve any value, and patiently write it out like that. All right, let's start our project for today. Our project is a secret bidding program, and all of us have seen where they are probably bidding before, and we know how it goes, but this one is a secret bidding. The next person is not allowed to see what the previous bidder bidded, and that's the way we are going to do it, so that every time a new bidder wants to bid, before they give their name, before they even see the screen, we will clear the previous person's details, and they will have a blank screen for them to bid. So I created a small flow chart for us to just follow, and let's see the flow chart here. So we'll start, and we allow bidders to give their name. Then we allow them to input their bid amount. Then we will ask if there are any more bidders, and we will loop through the bid to get the highest bidder, and the amount that the highest bidder bidded. And once there are no more bidders, we break out of the while loop and we print out the highest bidder's name and the bid amount. But if there are any more bidders, then the loop will continue, and we'll keep saving. So we'll create an empty dictionary, and the name will be the key, and the bid amount will be the value, right? So we'll clear the screen after each bid, so that the new bidder can see an empty screen, and bid their own bid, afresh. So let's get right to it and see how we are going to do this. The first thing I want to do is create an empty dictionary. I will say bidding details equals to an empty dictionary, and I also want to say winner. I want to say winner equals to an empty string. I want to say the highest bid equals to 0, and from there we can start asking whatever we want to ask. We want to get their name. Enter your name, and once they enter their name, then I can say dot strip, so that in case there are any space or tab or new line, that one will clear off. Then we can say bid equals to input, and I can say enter your bid amount, and I will want to change this to a floating point value. So let's just wrap it up with a float like this, float, and let's wrap it like that. And the next thing is to ask if there are new bidders. So I will say new bidders, and we say this one is equal to input, and I will say are there any more bidders, and we will give a question mark and yes or no, and we can change this to lower for real. Yes, you can also put strip there to remove any space. We can make this yes or no, right? We can make this yes or no, and I can say if new bidder equals yes. Let's put this in a while loop. Let's put this in a while loop, right? In a while loop, while true, then we can move this ones, we can indent this one properly. Then we say if new bidders equals yes, then we will say we'll probably just print new bidding coming. I will say new bidding coming, please wait, right? Please wait, and we will say if new bidder is no, then we will say if there are no more new bidders, you don't forget that you have to break out of the loop, and you have to break out of the loop. So you say thank you. You can say print thank you for bidding. Thank you all for bidding. All right, so we can leave it like that, and we'll break out of the bid. Okay, so for this one we can say why true, we can say bidding underscore details of name equals to bid. So every time someone bid and this one is yes, then it will start adding it into the dictionary. Bidding details of name equal to bid, right? That's what we want to happen, right? So it will add it to the dictionary, and it will keep adding it to the dictionary, till it breaks from it. And I can simply go ahead and say, now we want to find the highest bidder. So I can say if I can say for key value in bid details dot items like this, and I can say if value is greater than bid amount, then bid amount will be equal to value like that, and I will say winner will be equal to key. So this will give us the highest bidder, the highest bidding amount, and it also give us the key, the key. it will give us the key will be the name of the winner. So from there we can then go ahead and simply print out our final statement, which we say the winner. Let's make this an F string. I can say the winner is a winner like that, and I can say with a bid of the highest bid, right? Highest bid. So that's that. And now every time there is a new bid, we want to make sure that wait, let us check this through this before we do that. Now, if this bid amount, if the bidder mistakenly enter something that is not, a float or an integer, what happens? So I may want to wrap this also in a while loop, while true, and I want to wrap this in a while loop too, and while true, and I can use try, and I can say try bid equals to float of bid. Then if that is true, then it will break. Then if that is not true, then we will use an except and we'll put value error, and we will print type a number please. All right, so this will go again and again and make sure that we don't run into an error in case someone did not put an appropriate appropriating number or something there. So that's that. Let us create a space just to make this clean. And every time there is a new bid, we want the screen to clear. So I will import what is called I will import time, and I will also import OS, and I will explain what this is going to do very soon now. So we have os.system, which will be CLS, os.system, which will be CLS. If OS name is NT and else clear. Now this is going to clear the system if it's in Windows, and if it's not Windows system that we are using, is going to use this clear. This is going to clear our screen per time when there are new bid. Okay, and I may want to sleep. I may want to sleep before allowing this to go through, so that there can be so I can say time dot sleep of just 1 second is okay. Like that, 1 second is okay. All right, 1 second is okay. Then and I can print the winner is this. So let us go and see our program from above. Import time, import OS. So this time is just used in many ways, but one of the ways is used is to delay, to put a delay if we want our program to to just pause for a moment. Okay, that's where I use the time.sleep for 1 second. So it's going to just make the system pause for a moment, before going back up there. So this is going to clear the screen and make sure that the new bidder does not see the old bid. All right, so This is the OS that we also imported above, import OS like that. So let's run our program and let's see what happens. Enter your name, then don't let us, it will not work in this kind of shell. I need PyCharm is not using the normal terminal, so we need to go and run it using so I will just go to my secretbidding.py and I will right click on it and I will run it using another terminal, open in terminal. So it will run it like that for us. Let's bring this one up a little bit so that we can be able to see it properly. Let's bring this one up a little bit, and then you can type the path to your file, and that is my file is secret underscore bidding is one single D bidding dot py, right? This is secret bidding. Let me check it and be sure before I run it. Secret bidding.py, that's the file. So run it like this and enter your name. I would say my name is Wolf, and enter your bid amount 150. Are there any more bidders? Yes. Then new bidding coming. Enter your name. I would say my name is Lion. Then enter your bid amount. Bid amount is 180. Then are there any more bidders? Yes. Bidding coming. Okay, enter your name. Then I will say Dion. Enter your bid amount. I can say 200. Are there any more bidders? I will say no. And I will go ahead. Thank you all for bidding. The winner is Lion with a bid of so. Okay, so let me make a little adjustment. I want this to clear the screen when it's coming to this place too. So let's just go and do that. Let me draw this one down a little bit. So when it's giving us the final bidding too, I will want to clear my screen and say OS system, so it will clear again, and it will just, so where is breaking out here like this, I will put time.sleep of 1. So I will put time.break of 1 like this. So or I can put it above. Let's put it above before. Let's put it above here. So all right, let's put it here and let us run this again in our terminal. Let's run it again here. So Python secret bidding.py. Let's run it again. Enter your name. You can see, clear the screen. That is working. Is working. I can say run. My name is Ron. Enter your bid amount. My bid amount is 200. Are there any more bidders? Yes. And enter your name. You can see that that's working well. You can say 250. Enter your bid amount. I can say 280. And are there any more bidders? I can say yes. New bidding. Enter your name. I can say Wolf again. Enter the bid amount. I can say 300. Are there any more bidders? Let's do one more. Yes. Let me put something that is not it there. Enter your name. Look back again. Enter your name. So I can say taller. Then enter your bid amount. I can say 320. Then are there any more bidders? No. Then thank you all for bidding. Then the winner is Wolf with a bid of 300. So that is our project for today. I hope that you've benefited in some way. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.